Welcome to the all-season version of the South Pod, where we host the storylines and stats of the NFL, NFC South, and the rest of the league. This is our off-season edition, free agency version of the whole NFL, and in rare form, the NFC South is already showing who we really are. I don't know if they, took them jokes to heart at the NFL awards, but we came out the block, with some head scratchers and some sneaky good moves. Carolina, I like the direction they headed in. Yeah, we're gonna get right into it. I got the usual suspects with me. My boy Rich, the reigning, the defending NFC champ. We got Frodo, we got Kratos, and we got one of our consultants, my man Ant-Man. He's on, and we're probably gonna have another guest. We're gonna have another guest joining us pretty soon. So let's get right into it. How y'all doing, fellas?
I'm good, man.
Great.
Doing good. Man. Doing good. Can't complain.
I tell you, man, it's already all I can say is wow, man. NFC free agency done started. The legal tampering period, it officially starts tomorrow, where you can sign players, and we've already got some blockbuster head scratchers. That's what I'm gonna call them. Blockbuster head scratchers. We got a lot of things to talk about tonight. So let's get into it, man. What's some of the surprises of the NFL, the tampering period so far for you guys?
Man,
I think for me it's like some of the money that's been spent on some of these damn players. I'm shocked. Like Alec Pierce, he doesn't do anything for damn wide receiver. That cat got a bag for sure, man. I don't even know how to react to that shit. Like that's a lot of money for a wide receiver. And I think there's one other side with a lot of money being spent, especially by Oakland. They just throw money at everybody.
Yeah, that was one of the things, man, I was going to bring up to you guys, man, in particular about the Alec Pierce signing. Do you think that Indiana overreached and paid that dude way too much money, bro?
I was thinking the same thing. Like, it's more receivers out there that you can get, with cheaper. Well, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. Foxworth said no player is overpaid. So I'm gonna say that there are more quality players out there that you could have got for less. But hey, they felt like Pierce was their guy, and they made that move. I mean, it was an aggressive move to say the least, but that's what they felt.
Yeah, I think the writing was on the wall when Pierce got that contract that, Michael Pittman Jr. was out the door, and we subsequently saw, that trade ended up happening, and he signed with Pittsburgh. But I think, man, Indiana overreached with that one. We're going to see how it's going to actually play out, in the regular season. But, man, like you said, Corey, I think there's other players out there, at a higher caliber that you probably could have got at a cheaper price than what you get that dude for the bag.
Yeah, we'll use that word, Rich. Overreach. Definitely, it was definitely an overreach because I'm sure there weren't too many suitors out there saying, "Hey, we need this guy."
Hell no.
I'm sure because the wide receiver market is deep. We're gonna let you speak, Ant. Hold on. We're gonna let you speak. I'm talking right now. The wide receiver market is pretty deep, man. I was looking at the free agency a list of wide receivers, and yeah, it was an overreach. It was an overreach. Ant, what you think, Ant? Go ahead.
Well, I really don't. I don't know about everybody else's situation. I just see the Max Crosby trade just got rescinded.
Yep.
Which is a mess. We got Mike Evans. What can I say? I'm a happy camper. We got him for the low. We took him from an organization that didn't know what to do with him. We're gonna find something to do with him. And
damn.
It's not about Baker Mayfield. It's about Todd Bowles. So I feel that the receiver market is deep. I feel like it's still some guys out there to be got. It's just a matter of, but no, I think it was a good move for Tampa. To be honest with you, I think they're getting younger. I think they got guys over there. It's just a matter of how they plan to incorporate them. I think Mike is doing right for doing what he's doing. This to me, it comes out as one of the things like better to get rid of them now than to get rid of them later, because I think they would have had to pay him more than what they wanted to stay. And I think he's trying to find a situation where he feel like he can win right now. So that's it.
Okay. We was talking about Alec Pierce, but you decided to jump over there to
I couldn't.
my guy.
I couldn't hear that.
So
sorry.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because you want to talk about it. I get it, and I totally understand.
I know you understand.
You said is facts. Everything you said is fact. And there's nothing for me to dispute. They mishandled this to the 10th power. You got a 12-year Hall of Fame receiver who is the face of the organization, who spoke very loudly without saying nothing. He spoke very loudly without saying nothing. He chose to go to California, pay all of these taxes. He chose
13%.
He chose to go practice on a radiation field with his fucked up hamstring. Play with Todd Bowles. He chose all of these things. So the organization dropped the ball. They fumbled the bag, and like you said, no money could attest to keeping your Hall of Fame receiver. My camera acting up, so give me a minute, fellas. But I agree. They fumbled this, and he left because of one person and one person only, and everybody know who that is. We really don't even have to talk about it. You know, that's why he left. So I'm not mad at him. Shouts out to him. I hope he do great things in San Francisco for at least 1 year, because that's all you're getting out of him. And you know, he coming back to retire. They'll hang his jersey up in the Raptors. I mean, let's be honest. It's a 3-year deal. Mike's not playing 3 years. And even though
I don't think so.
3 years.
I don't think so.
So
but we don't know. We never know.
Nah, he's 33, and he's not LeBron. It's not going to be
32. He'll be 32 in August.
No. So yeah, that's not. It's a good move for San Francisco, and it's a good move for Mike. It's a horrible move for Tampa. And what do they do to say to one up that and say, hold my beer? They signed Cade Otton, 3 years, right. $30 million at tight end. All the free agent tight ends out there that's better than him. They signed Cade Otton, 3 years, $30 million, which is $10 million a year. So the organization, I told y'all last year, I said free agency gonna tell us what we need to know. Tampa Bay ain't there's nothing else for us to talk about with them. But on the bright side, Carolina had a hell of a signing with the DN Phillips. Rich, how you feel about that?
You know what, man? I feel good, man. Not only Phillips was a great pickup, we also picked up the linebacker Devin Lloyd from Jacksonville. So those were two of the key needs that we needed to address in the offseason, either through free agency or through the draft. And we actually took care of that through free agency. And I'm glad to actually see that. Now we need to see what we're going to actually do with the draft and actually solidify that team. There's some other key areas that we have to focus on. Still on the defensive side of the ball, but I like what we did thus far by adding those two key pieces to the team, as well as actually shoring up one of the backup cornerbacks to actually give us some depth in that regards. But now we must actually capitalize on those draft picks, man. And I think for me, I know one of the things that, Dan Morgan, the organization, is trying to actually do for Bryce Young is actually get some more, solidified offensive tackles on that offensive line to actually protect the young man a little bit better. But for me, I think, man, one of the players and one of the key steals of the draft, if we can get him at the 19th pick, will be that goddamn tight end out of Oregon, who actually showed his tail at the combine, if you guys actually paid attention. Taylor's waving his hand, but I'm telling you, that's a steal.
I'm waving my hand because we're talking about free agency. We ain't talking about draft yet, baby.
But I'm actually putting it all together. I'm just saying that if we can actually get him.
GM Rich, you're not getting it. You're not getting Sadiq. You're not getting Sadiq. He's not dropping that low. He's not.
Hey, Hey, Telly seemed kind of fried up there. Them damn Falcons over here picking out the
Yeah, yeah. You know,
Telly ain't fried. I am good because it's like this, man. Our cap ain't friendly, so we gotta do what we gotta do. So I knew he was gonna pick up either Kyler Murray or Tua, to be honest with you, because they cheap. So everybody else don't really matter to me. We let some defensive players go. We picking up scraps. We're putting together whatever we got to put together for this year. But we got to do what we got to do. You know, Kirk Cousins came in, and that deal is still gonna bite us in the ass for another 2 years. So it's all good.
Damn.
So I'm not worried about it. You'll be there next year.
How do you feel about the 2 left-hand quarterbacks that you got on the roster, Jelly?
From a strategy perspective, I think is not a bad idea, right? Because I said, if you get a quarterback like that, my biggest concern with him is the concussions. But having 2 left-handed guys, that says that they're not out on Penix, which I think that's a good thing, because that means you don't change anything up in the offense. You don't change any alignment or anything like that. Go from Penix to Tua. I think some of the problems that you saw last year, last 2 years with Kirk was an under center guy. Penix was a long snap, shotgun guy.
Okay.
So you got to go from that. Then left hand to right hand. The playbook is different. The releases are different. Kirk's sweet spots down the middle and check downs and stuff like that. Penix is a long ball thrower, sometimes a little bit mid-range, but not too good at mid-range. He don't do any check downs. So those are 2 different offenses trying to play out, and those guys trying to switch from one to the other. So I think this year, at a minimum, your offense stays the same because you got 2 left-handed quarterbacks. But the other side of that is you got 2 injury-prone quarterbacks. So I still think we need another quarterback. We might go pull somebody else at the deep dumpster and get what's that boy Derek Carr from off the tent.
Damn.
You made me look at the camera, deep into the camera. You said that.
I don't agree with it, man. But again, we're strapped for money, so we got to pay pennies to get something to have something to make it through the season.
Rich,
you know what? You know what, man? Talking about quarterbacks too, that was another move that we actually made. We picked up Kenny Pickett. I wasn't too keen on that, but we got Kenny Pickett. So for me, that kind of tells me that maybe the Red Rocket days are done in Carolina, but that's to be seen. The organization said that he would still compete for a job, but I think he's done when you're looking at a 39-year-old quarterback vice a 26-year-old quarterback with small ass hands. But we'll see, man.
So he got Donald Trump hands?
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, but the way it's been unfolding, especially in the NFC South, we're gonna get to the rest of the league or whatever. It's like swapping players with Atlanta and New Orleans. I see New Orleans picked up the linebacker from Atlanta. So it's like we got player swaps going on, and New Orleans also lost the leader of their team to the Jets. Their linebacker, he went to the Jets. And I love you, my guy, but can you please take my dude picture down? It's hurting me. It's hurting me. Please, man, I'm asking you nice before I mute your camera. Come on. And
Oh shit!
He can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, he act like he can't hear him. But yeah, how you feeling about the moves the Saints made with Etienne signing the Etienne? Is this it for Kamara? Is this it for Kamara?
I won't say it's it for Kamara, but if he decides to punch and head somewhere, I'll be happy for him. I do like the momentum that we're making as far as the people that we're picking up. I'm happy as shit right now. Now, I will say that we are making some changes on offense, but I'd like to see a little bit more on defense come draft. I'm enjoying this shit. Like I'm all smiles. And Ant, I don't want to hear. I mean, not Ant. As far as you, Rich, we gunning this year. I'm telling you. Yes.
Man, you ain't gotta worry about Rich. You gonna be yourself.
Y'all, what? Y'all gunning what? Y'all having a shootout in the parking lot? Y'all
don't worry. Hey, talk that trash. Talk that trash with that damn
Well,
high grade cap. I'm just telling you.
I
You gonna make
mean,
them kids
if we're
burn.
being honest, like the picks that Tampa got, Alonzo from Detroit, the linebacker, and Gainwell from Pittsburgh, that's not pretty bad moves. The PFL graded that as B level moves or whatever. So it's not really that bad. I mean, you losing the heart of your team, that's astronomical. So it's all about what you do now in free agency. Like Ed stated, they pretty deep at the wide receiver spot. They need a defensive end. They need a defensive end. My honest opinion, the NFC South is going to be an 8-9 division champion again this year. That's just how I see it. Even with the moves that Rich made with Carolina, I'll bump them up one and give them 9-8 and win the division. I give them that.
We were gunning for damn Devin Lloyd, though.
You're not going to be like Carolina, New Orleans. I'm sorry. Rich, the only one that can jump on here and say, hey, we going to win the division, and the shit actually happened. You're not doing that, sir. I'm sorry. I refuse to believe that.
Just watch.
I refuse. Look,
you guys,
Tyler Shaw.
I think Tyler Shaw is going to They did make a good pickup with the big defensive tackle that they got, the big dude. I forget his name. We talked about it the other day. But that was a good pickup for New Orleans. However, I still think it's an uphill battle for them, man, as they have a lot of other holes they need to plug. So, yeah. I'm saying it again right now. Off-season show, back to back. That's what we're about to do and run at.
No, I don't see it. And I'm saying,
the Saints signed the guard Davis Edwards. They got Travis Etienne. They got the defensive tackle. You signed your punter and tight end Noah Fant. Y'all got some unknowns. It's some unknowns, and we still going. I think Carolina got the edge. We don't know what Tampa's offense we don't know what the whole team going to look like. At least Atlanta travels with a defense. We don't know what the offense is going to be like this year with Stefanski and the quarterback at the helm. But there's a chance that, Rich, you might do it again. You might. You just got to jump out there fast before everybody get their feet wet.
Oh, yeah.
So, I think from a defensive perspective, Carolina going to look better than they did last year. You have a little more identity than you did last year. But I think what you're going to suffer as on offense, I don't think your offense is going to be there's some pieces missing there. Ted had a great first year. I look for him to fall off a little bit this year. And your running back situation is okay. I don't think it's really 100% solid just yet. So there's some pieces that's missing on your offense, in my opinion, that's gonna. I can't say to you the title is yours. I think it's more than ever this year. It's a damn toss up. It's gonna be all about coaching. This year is gonna be really about coaching, about what the pieces they have, because we're all missing something. We're or we're short in the area, that one injury, and that could derail your whole season. So I think we're all sitting in that space. Have players that have had good years, decent years, but they haven't been consistent yet enough for me to say anything about that. I can't say much about on my side. And just to talk about that Caden Ellis trade, we got Ellis from the Saints 3 years ago, so he just went back home.
Basically.
And I wasn't really high on him anyway because he stayed injured. And then when he was in the game, it's too many things stood out for me. And the kind of money they pay him, we wasn't paying him that much money. I could have got rid of Troy Anderson. He got slick when he reached the contract, so he gonna still be there. But I could have lost him because he's been injured too. So we need linebacker depth and cornerback depth on my side, and Tua needs to have another brain put in the head so we can get concussion.
Okay, so speaking of needs, before we dive into the Niners situation, speaking of needs, tell y'all what's some key acquisitions the Falcons need to pick up.
I think the biggest thing that's glaring for us, for our defense to look somewhat similar to it did last year, at least not have a fall off. We need some edge. We need another edge because we, at a minimum, probably gonna lose young fella for 6 games this season.
He got some more allegations coming out.
Pierce.
Yeah, he got more allegations. So
Yeah,
yeah,
the 911 call come up, but that's just media talk, right? To try to help the NFL punish that kid more than what he really needs to be punished. He didn't put his hands on the girl. She dropped the charges, so that all played in his favor. So, but he gonna be suspended for conduct. You know, at what was it? Actions.
NFL misconduct policy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He gonna be
so he
okay.
gonna be fined. Fined at least 4 to 6 games. He gonna lose a lot of his bonus money in the contract with Falcons. So that's that. But in the meantime, I think we need to get an edge. So I hope they're posturing for that. They either find a gem in the draft or pull off something in free agency once Kirk is officially clear and that cap goes up a little bit more. So we got some
yeah.
people that we let go to get some more cap space, but I think that's what we try to get a solid edge. So to me, that's what we need.
Rich, what the Panthers need other than what they've been doing in free agency with Lloyd and Phillips being signed?
Yeah, I would like to see us go after, an offensive lineman to help Bryce Young out a little bit. I also think we need a little bit more offensive power. Telly was right as far as the running back situation. I didn't like the move of letting Rico Dowdle go, but you kind of figured that was actually going to happen writing on the wall. I don't think T-Mac is going to have a drop-off season. Just looking at some of the potential cornerbacks he will be going up against in the NFC South. So I think he will have another great season. Like I told you guys last year, he will become the new Mike Evans of the NFC South. So thank you, San Francisco, for grabbing Mike Evans, so we don't have to actually worry about that. T-Mac would actually be representing, and I strongly believe that. But if we can actually shore up that offensive line a little bit, I think we'll be okay. Why are you looking like that, Ant?
We need not too much on the mic. Bang bang.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you one more time to remove that wallpaper before I delete your camera. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Remove the wallpaper before I turn your camera off.
We talked about free agency, big bro.
I'm gonna be. Yeah, you're right.
Be better.
You're right. You got it. I'm gonna be real quick about the Buccaneers' needs in the free agency. A new head coach. Now moving along with the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh shit.
We talked about it. We touched on it previously. They signed Mike Evans 3 years. They also signed the offensive tackle Lowe to 2 years, $12 million. What other concerns do the Niners need to address in free agency and the offseason?
I think the biggest thing, I think every team's looking for edge, man. Like, I honestly do. Obviously the Buccaneers, I think everybody wants edge. We need to get heavy there. We need to get depth. I think depth, to me, offensive line help in the interior. A lot of the good guys have already come off the board. I think some trades are going to have to be made, or we're going to have to address everything in the draft. But if the Eagles are trying to deal Jalen Carter, the D tackle, like they're talking, I would love to get a hold of him. But it's going to be a lot of maneuvering. But I think for us, it's really a depth thing of getting interior linemen and interior defensive linemen. I think Alfred Collins came on well for us out of Texas last year. Getting Michael Williams back would be huge. He's not a pass rusher per se right now, but if Trey Hendrickson is willing to come on for a lesser deal, they talking about he asking for crazy ass money. I mean, he ain't getting 20 a year. But they say he's due to make his decision tomorrow where he's going to end up at. But I think for us it's definitely interior defensive and interior offensive line.
What about Trent Williams' contract? I heard there were some issues with that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna work itself out. They said they're not trading him under no circumstances. I don't think they will. They always we do this shit with Trent every 2 years. He just wants to be the most highly compensated lineman. They figure out a way to get it done every other year. Obviously, I don't think Trent's going nowhere. I think Lowe was just a depth move. He did start a lot of games, but I think it's a depth move, and hopefully, if who is that? If somebody's willing to give up something for Mac Jones, that could help too. But I did like the compensatory selections we got. We got 3 fourth-round picks, four fourth-round picks yesterday. So I was pretty happy about that.
I was reading an article today that Ayuk may never see a football field again because he didn't rehab his knee. he didn't rehab
Yeah.
the way he was supposed to, and he did more damage. But nobody wants to come out and address that
And say
issue
it.
because he's at fault. Y'all think
Yeah.
you think what's up with that?
I'm over that. That shit doesn't sell. You know me, bro. I'm not one of them people, man. It's not hard to play football. You're getting paid to play football. What are we talking about? You know, he forfeited the money and he didn't appeal it, which was crazy. But he didn't appeal it because he also know that he didn't fall in compliance with the rehab standards that was set for him and any other player in the NFL. I think that would have played itself out the same way. He's going to continue to forfeit more money because for the same reason. So I think, again, the acquisition of Mike Evans took care of that. You know, a lot of people say, you know, they want to mention age when it comes to Mike Evans and all that, and age is relevant. However, if we can do what we did with a 7th-round Juwan Jennings pick, the sky's the limit what we could do with like Mike Evans. Juwan Jennings had eight touchdowns last year. I mean, you know, I think he's a good player, but he ain't Mike Evans.
Absolutely. And we talked about Max Crosby at the DN position and everybody needing DNs. But I will say, Rich and them got lucky with the signing of Phillips, but y'all fucked up. You fucked up Hendrickson's money because y'all gave Phillips way too. Well, you overreached with his contract.
I think so to a certain degree. But like you said, it did screw over Trey Hendrickson to a certain sense. Get what he thinks he deserved. I don't think that he should have been up there. Although he's a great player, I don't think that he's Myles Garrett level or Max Crosby level.
Right.
But he deserved his money. But yeah, with the signing of Jalen Phillips, I would say that, you know, we probably overreached and paid a little too much for it. But we're gonna see how it all pans out, man. When they get on the field and actually play. And it looking like, you know, when Max Crosby fell in physicals, somebody probably overpaid him too, and he wasn't really good.
You know what's crazy too, Mo, talking about the Bucks and go back to I'm trying to figure out, man, is like you have a lot of issues defensively and just the lack of urgency. You look at Odofe Owe, he's out there. There's some guys out there to be got. And my thing is, I'm not even worried about the offense. I'm not. I'm worried about that damn defense. And they haven't even made a move to address anything on the back end or the D line on the front seven. And it's staggering. It's surprising. It really is surprising. And it's just blowing my mind. Like I have no clue what's being done. And even at the linebacker position, it just needs. I don't know. It's weird. It's a lot going on right there.
You don't say. You don't say.
You got to address something. I mean, you got to give us something.
Come on. You don't say. Not one. Okay, the linebacker from Detroit. Okay.
That's lonely, but yeah, come on, bro.
I mean, he instantly the best linebacker on the team, even with Levante David, pending whether he want to come back or not. But you listen, you ain't saying nothing I've already said. Like you ain't addressed nothing. You ain't threw no money nowhere. But what they gonna do? You're gonna try to sell us on a mid-level defensive end like Bosa or Jadeveon Clowney and say, hey, we tried to get them big guys. Exactly. Light's gonna say, we tried to get the big names, but hey, you know, their price was too steep. So you didn't give Mike the money. So where is the money? You know what I'm saying? So Tampa needs a new head coach. That ain't got nothing to do with the players. That's period.
What about Light though?
He needs to be going too.
Shit too.
Light is very much at fault. He is very much at fault because he didn't. Okay, Mike had a hamstring last year. We know that. That's on schedule every year.
Yeah.
He's gonna miss by 4 or 5 games. He comes back, breaks his collarbone, busts his ass to come back. To play. He came back, and this is ironic, and Telly gonna laugh at this. This is so ironic. He busts his ass to come back to play in the creamsicle game against Atlanta. You know what happened against Atlanta? He was cooking. You know how we lost to Atlanta? 3rd and 28.
28.
Flip
3rd and 28.
Flip 3rd and 28 to 28-3. Remember that? Remember 28-3, Telly? Remember 28-3?
How can I forget? You want me to put my hat on?
So, listen, now because of that, we the new 3rd and 28. We the 28-3 team now. Telly, you're relieved, Telly. You stand relieved of your duty. You have it no more. We got it from here. They man, the Bucks. That Will, you boy, you getting me hot right now. Oh my God, man. But let's talk about this Crosby rescinded trade. I just read it. Also, he feeling physicals or whatnot.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here? What's the next move?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's so crazy to say this, but I just don't think they're a competent organization. But I think they go. I love every move the Raiders made, and that's crazy to say that shit. I've loved every move that the Raiders made. I just do not trust the Raiders because they're the Raiders. But I can't lie. Between them, Carolina, and the Tennessee Titans, I mean, but they all got church money to play with. I can't lie. I like the moves. Like Max Crosby being back on that team is huge, man. If they're able to, if they're not trying to move him. But I think it says a lot, man, when you try to move a player with a player that don't want to be on that team. He does not want to play there. And I don't think he's going to play. I think he's in a position where he does not trust that organization. Maybe he likes the move that they made and it changes some things. But I think it's an interesting situation to watch.
Hey, we got my boy Peoples on here, the Eagles champ. The Eagles champ.
What's up, fellas?
On 4th and Philly. He joining in on us. We ain't even got to your team yet, man. You right on time. We talking about the Max Crosby trade, man. The rescinding of the trade.
I just seen that.
What your thoughts on that?
On the Max Crosby, what happened?
I
just seen it. I was like, what the hell?
Apparently fell a physical.
It's saying he failed a physical. So does he go back
just
to
have
this?
surgery the last 2 games of the season? They put him out so he can have. Oh shit, I don't know.
But then he went to the front office and said he was not going to play there.
That's true.
Oh,
that's very true. So he goes back into the free agency pool until he gets his medical shit right. So the next highest bidder. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. You're absolutely right. So
do they cut him? I mean, they not gonna cut him. We know that.
Nah, yeah, he on the contract. So
y'all see
2
that,
first
right?
have been nice.
Y'all see that, right?
Cowboys had second best. I hope the hell not.
It don't matter.
Cowboys pulled back after that offer. They signed Rashawn Gary, so they don't have. They can't.
That's true.
Yeah.
And plus,
that's over. Yeah, they can't do nothing with that.
What they gave him 4th or 5th for him?
Having a winning season.
They gave 2 first rounds for somebody Cowboys.
For Gary. What they give up for him?
Let me see.
They gave a second. They a 4th round pick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a 2027 4th round pick.
Got you. Yeah, I ain't getting him.
So Philly, man, I see Philly. Y'all got that. Y'all backfield pretty strong, man. With that.
Reek Willen. I think that's his name.
Yeah,
that was tough, man. That was a good signing. The 15
million.
million.
Reek Willen, man.
You say who now?
I'm not high on Reek Willen.
Well, why is that? Yeah, go ahead.
Man, he obviously played in Seattle last year, but he was the weak link for them. Ain't nobody giving up corners. We all know that. Good corners. That buddy was getting cooked.
He was getting his ass toasted.
I mean, he handsy. He's good at the run game because he's lengthy. But I'm not high on him in coverage. He had a good Pro Bowl year when he was a Pro Bowler. But we always see guys like that flash and but I'm not too high, but I think he's better than what they had in Philly because they needed somebody opposite of Mitchell over there. And I think, but I'm not high on him is what that money looked like. It was a 1-year deal, right? $15 million.
1 year,
yeah.
1 year deal, 15 mil max.
Yeah, it was up to 15 mil, probably a $10 million deal with incentives up to 15 mil.
Yeah, it's a kick the tires deal. Like, let's see how this works out. But I don't think they as high as him either. I think that he's just an upgrade.
Yeah, it definitely an upgrade over Dory Jackson from last year, man. And I think, it fits what Philly do. They like tall, long, slender cornerbacks. He's 6'4", and he coming off, a season where he didn't have a good season since his rookie year, because he ran a 4.2 in the combine. So, and they gave Josh Jobe a 3-year contract, and he pretty much took his spot.
Yeah.
Down there in Seattle. But, he finally got in good grace. He got back on the field. When you in that nickel, they pretty much played 3 corners when they doing that. So he pretty much stayed on the field when they in the base. And I think they were looking for in Philly since we lost our safety, Reed Blankenship. So I'm thinking they're gonna move not Reed, but Cooper DeJean at safety when we were in the base. So hopefully that work out. Like I say, it's a 1-year deal. Fourth in the East. Philly gonna finish 4th in the East. Man, I tell that we back-to-back champ, man.
Hey,
Come
man,
on.
just tell him that Dallas gonna end up 5th in the East.
Exactly. Yeah, they're gonna finish 5th. Yeah, y'all ain't doing nothing over there. We worry about that deep. Y'all got one of our old coaches. You know what I'm saying? He trying to do what old Vic doing down there in Philly. I ain't trying to hear that.
I got a question for you though. How do you feel about the Eagles possibly moving off of Jalen Carter's contract and AJ Brown? I know you've been hearing the talks. What's your take on that?
Oh man, the AJ Brown. I'm hoping they talk AJ Brown into staying. Since New England picked up Dobbs, I'm hoping that talk gone, and I'm hoping they keep him. But if we do lose them, that's a lot of dead cap money, $48 million, not mistaken. If it's before June 1st, and if it's post, we can spread it out. But we can't use those draft picks that we get. If we get a first round, we're not gonna be able to use that till next year. If we post that move to after June 1st. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. AJ Brown I guess he was a distraction. If this wasn't a cap issue, he'd be gone. Tell you that right. But this is it's a business, and it's about cap. We don't want to hurt Philly as far as that cap, all that dead money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to lose them because of that. And as far as Jalen Carter, man, I just don't see them moving off of him, man. He's a beast. Even I think they sending him a message like you ain't nobody untouchable because of his the spitting on Dak and all the other stuff and not being in shape. But he was injured last year. He couldn't even lift weights last year because of his shoulder. Now he's back into it in the gym and he lifting weights. So hopefully he proved, you seen his homeboy Jordan Davis. He got extension, high money. He gonna expect more than that. So hopefully, I can't see it, man. I hope they extend him. I can't see it. Chorus R. I can't see them. Neither one of them move. But if they do,
we'll sell the house for. I'll take him and bring him back home.
I don't see a way that they can keep him, man. D tackles are getting paid, man. You looking at guys getting extension, and Philly just don't have the money to spread around. There's guys in Philly getting paid. They're top heavy. At tackle, at guard. You go across the wide receiver.
All of
somebody's at running back. Somebody's got to be moved. You can't keep everybody. It's just a game. And personally, do you need them both? No, it's a luxury. It's a luxury. We went through it with Eric Armstead and DeForest Buckner, who I would say is a very similar combination. You just gonna have to go back into the draft again. It's just one of them things, man. Especially when one of them get paid, because we chose to keep Eric Armstead and we let Buckner go over to Indianapolis.
So, I remember that.
It's just one of them things, man.
So, man, you thinking Philly should move on from Jalen Carter?
You gonna have to pay him or move on. It's just one of them things. You have to pay him or move on.
He gonna want $40 million. He gonna want $40 million a year. You know what I'm saying?
You got to find a way to make it work, man. Because
but this is the thing. This is the thing. They just let go of Phillips. That just goes to signal. They gave up compensation last year for Phillips, and they couldn't even retain him, and they still
that's true. That's
Well,
true.
we did give up compensation for Phillips, that third
Right.
round pick, but we're gonna get
That's what
that
I'm
back
saying.
in the comp pick also.
Yeah, but next year. But the thing is
Yeah,
that
next
y'all
year.
wanted to keep Phillips. So
we did,
it's
but man, Panthers, man, y'all really want 30. We want paying him 30 million, bro. Woo.
Hey, you're trying to win.
so look. If
So
y'all
that
ain't
leads
gonna
me
pay
to
Phillips,
believe.
but
Go
is
ahead,
y'all gonna
Rich.
pay
Go
Carter?
ahead, Rich. Rich, go ahead. Go ahead.
That leads me to believe, though, when you actually let Phillips go, that tells me that you're willing to pay Carter that money. Carter is I think so, man. Carter's a game changer. If you actually release him or let him go, or whatever case, man, I think that's a mistake. I think it was a mistake already when they let Blankenship go. They let Blankenship go. You mean to tell me you're gonna let Blankenship go, Jalen Phillips go, and Carter? You guys ain't trying to win.
They let Kobe Dean go too.
And you trying to be fifth in the NFC East.
but
Well,
the thing
we didn't
is,
need the Kobe Dean. No, the Kobe Dean, he knew that was his last year anyway. Because we picked up Jahad Cameron in the first round last year, and he started the first 7 games of the season.
That was a good
and
pick.
Yeah. So he was. I mean, we good on line. We got Zach Bond over there, so we good at linebacker. We knew we weren't gonna get Kobe Dean back, and I'm glad he didn't go to the Cowboys. So that's all I'm good for. He went to the Raiders. That's all good. But Reed Blankenship, we definitely want him back. I was surprised we didn't sign him for. He only got $8 million. I'm like, oh, we can't. Come on, bro. He was the captain of that back end of that defense. Vic Fangio loved him.
He'll be
And
back.
he was exciting. The exciting whites. That was his homeboy. Cooper DeZing. What are they gonna do now?
He'll be
Yeah,
back.
and speaking of rivalry teams, you just mentioned the Cowboys. Let's switch gears and talk about the Rams acquisitions. San Francisco finished third in their division, and they beefed up the offense by signing Mike. But LA went defense this year, signing the 2 corners, Trent McDuffie from the Chiefs, and they got Jalen Watson. So, I mean, the Rams are looking pretty formidable over there. What you think about that, Telly?
No, you're right. They've made some key moves. I think a lot of the analysts gave them a lot of credit for what they've done. I think the way the Rams are moving, they're moving like this is our last Super Bowl run year. So they're making some moves based off of that because they got Stafford for 1 more year. They're fixing some of their pieces, getting some depth. So they're making the right moves. But I think this all-in approach with this expiring quarterback, if you want to call him, that's coming back. That's going to bite him in the ass because I don't see him having a backup once he's gone.
That's true.
Yeah,
so go ahead.
They also say right now, like the Ravens are pivoting toward Trey Hendrickson now, which is which makes sense. Yeah. But I just think, man, like I'm with you, Telly. Like I think the Rams are. I think this could be the last year you see McVay and Matt Stafford. McVay has contemplated retirement multiple times. He spoke about it. This may be that situation where this may be a last hurrah for them both. He's talked. I know McVay has been adamant about talking about retirement and not just having a passion for it no more. But yeah, I love every move the Rams made on the defense. I think you got to know they know their offense is the least of their problems, and I feel the same way. I feel the same way with Philly. I don't think defense is a problem in Philadelphia. I think the offense is the problem. I think defense is the least of their worries. I still think Philly, with or without Carter, can still be a top 10 defense. And that's all you need to be. If they get the offense right, it don't matter if they're a top 10 defense like they were last year. It's still a bottom of the playing mid on offense. It don't make a difference.
So and you said Philly offense is the issue. So I'm gonna ask you this question, or actually to the panel: is it the play calling in Philly or the in-depth quarterback position? Because when you look at that team, it's a
little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Hey, Rich, let's put a pin in that. Let's put a pin in that one and come back to it. Let the panel marinate on that. But I want to ask Kratos about the Kansas City Chiefs signing the Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker. Do you think that's enough to shoe up their backfield? Is that enough?
That's going to help them boys out. That's going to help them out tremendously. I think so. And what's up?
Go ahead,
And
Will.
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm just saying they are looking to beef up so they can make another run, and before they get tired of his goddamn voice. What's
Kermit
his
the
name?
Frog.
Yeah, Kermit.
Kermit the
Goddamn it.
Frog.
I'm telling you, that's gonna be a good look for them, man. Watch.
I think it's I don't know. We'll see. Mahomes still rehabbing. You know, Kelsey. Yeah, when Kelsey announced that he was
Kelsey
coming
done. You
back,
know
I
Kelsey done.
thought, right. I kind of thought that Mike was going to Kansas City when Kelsey announced that he was returning. I was like, okay, they finna gear up for another run. But then he did what he did and went to the Bay. It was shocking. I'm looking at Kansas City like, man, y'all are washed. You let your corners go. Whatever. It's not going to be the same. People thinking they retool or whatever. Pacheco signed with the Lions. So their running back depth still is going to be a problem. And I just don't see it. I don't see Kansas City making that much noise this year. So with that being said, we can go back to the cut now, Rich. Talk about it. Put that out there again.
He got his hand raised.
Telly, what you got? Jump in there, Telly.
You can't. I mean, so yeah, I'll wait for you to bring up Kansas City. I've been waiting for this all day.
I'm with you, Telly.
Because this is what pissed me off about this networks that's out here talking, right? So there's a lot of chat about, Penix and his injury not being able to come back, not ready to play beginning of the season. Every time Kansas City's name is brought up, they added a running back. Kansas City is going back. They just need a wide receiver maybe and this, and they're good. Their quarterback suffered a torn Achilles at what, week 14, 15?
Week 15.
Week 15? And they just think he gonna come back ready to go in the beginning of the season and be what he was before. That's the problem. Ain't nobody talking about that. And the Gardner Minshew is not that dude. They got a rookie quarterback and another quarterback that's only been in the league 1 year. So they got, and Minshew only been in the league 5 years. He ain't that guy. He ain't Mahomes. So what is Kansas City really gonna do? Yeah, they got a running back now, but they ain't got no quarterback.
There's some great surgeons out there. Yeah. Cam Akers came back after 10 weeks, torn ACL. Same thing with Aaron Rodgers. There's some great surgeons out there.
Bro, what makes Mahomes one of the most prolific quarterbacks in the league right
now? Mobility.
Yep.
When you tear your Achilles, I don't care, bro. I don't care. I tore mine. I know
how Telly knows firsthand. He knows firsthand.
I'm with you, Telly.
I'll take back what I said, but I still think it was a good move.
The other thing is they have not addressed that left tackle. They just let their left tackle go, and they don't even have a replacement.
Right.
And we've seen this with Kansas City. They have a huge issue at offensive line. A huge issue at offensive line. They've let two of their best offensive linemen go in the past 2 years. Mm-hmm. Tooney went over to Chicago. They just let their center go. I'm trying to understand. And they left tackle Jalen Moore. They cut him, and they don't have a replacement at tackle. And are they going to go tackle as the first pick again in the draft?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with you. I'm with you, Telly. I don't see it. I don't see it. And nobody's talking about Mahomes. Again, he tore his Achilles in week 15.
Right.
They act like Kansas City is just a given. It's a given. And it's just not. They're going to start in a bad situation, in a really, really bad situation over there.
Yeah. That conversation get real in a couple months. Trust me.
And
I got a question.
They act like Kelsey can still do it.
I got a question for the panel. Are we sleeping on the Jets like Aaron Glenn was sleeping at the Senior Bowl? Are we sleeping on the Jets?
Until the Jets get a quarterback, yes. Because signing Geno is not that answer. I can't believe
that's horrible.
The Raiders, and it's to Ant's point. You like what the Raiders is doing, but you don't. It's the Raiders. And how can you put so much pressure on a young man coming out of college to be your superhero in year one without any kind of veteran backup? You've been better off leaving Geno there for a backup just in case for one more year.
And he knows that system. He played in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Who is the backup now? Shit. The Raiders.
Yeah,
Nobody.
Man, look.
Was it DeVito? Did they sign Danny DeVito? I
Danny
forgot.
DeVito?
Or did he go to the Patriots?
Oh, yeah, that's
Or
right.
did he go?
Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito. Yeah.
Man, Kubiak better go and get Jimmy Garoppolo again.
But why you looked at that, Rich?
They only got one quarterback on the roster, and that's the dude with the little fishy ass mustache, Aiden O'Connor. Like, come on, bro. Like,
let me read this list off. Let me read this list off to you though. At edge, they got Joseph Asai. They signed the Saints. Demario Davis.
Yep.
He gonna anchor the defense for them. D tackle. They got David Onyemata. They got Kingsley Ngabare. Dane Belton at safety. They signed Minka Fitzpatrick. To be that veteran presence in the backfield.
Who are we talking about? The Jets?
The Jets.
Yes. Okay, yeah, okay, we ship. Okay.
Yeah. They got Nashawn Wright from the Bears at corner. These come on, man.
That was some good move.
These are some Jags, like Ann say, they some Jags, but if that chemistry meshes, I ain't saying the Jets gonna be that.
Hey Mo, they had Quentin Williams last year. They had Sauce Gardner. They had Jeremiah Johnson. They had all these guys, and it was still the same old Jets. Same old Jets.
Who the offense coordinator there? Frank Wright?
I think so.
Me?
I think
it's me.
I'm calling the plays.
Man, Kool-Aid asking the trick questions though.
Me and the water boy. Me and the water boy calling the plays next year.
Yeah.
I got the first play. Aaron Glenn, you're fired.
Aaron Glenn gonna be fired before the trade deadline.
That's what's gonna happen, bro.
Damn.
It's sad to say he's gonna be fired, and Frank Wright gonna be right with his ass. Again.
Speaking of a team with no quarterbacks, man, the Steelers signed Michael Pittman. They signed Jamel Dean. That's a good pickup at corner. They signed Rico Dowdle.
I love all their moves too.
Me too.
Quarterback.
It's just a matter of who the quarterback's going to be. What do y'all think?
Get all that. Who the quarterback?
Who should they move on from?
Are they going to wait on?
Hey, they drafted a quarterback in the second round last year out of Ohio State.
Yeah,
but is Will Howard ready though?
They high on him. They high on him.
I've seen a lot of draft picks got him going Ty Simpson.
Yeah,
that part. These mocks.
That part. I say that's their backup plan, Corey, is to get Ty Simpson. But I really hadn't seen a good quarterback come out of Alabama.
Man, just give me Mac Jones.
You gonna say Mac Jones?
I'm serious. I'm serious. Cause you gonna go, man. You going there with Tyson, man? I think he's a good kid, probably a good person. We don't know what the hell. That's a typical Steelers pick, and it's a bad pick. It's a bad pick.
Bad pick.
It's gonna be interesting, man. I mean, based on the way the league is shaping up now, man, there really aren't too many juggernauts. Is anybody right now? Is anybody, and I think that's what they wanted throughout the league. With the exception of the NFC South, they wanted parity throughout the league. Like I said, we're gonna be 8-9 champs over here, regardless of what team come out the South. So
another issue that somebody brought up, man, with this Max Crosby thing. They signed players under the understanding that $30 million would be cleared off the cap.
Yeah.
So that's
a good point.
They got to make some moves because they were under the impression that they had $30 million from free cap that they ain't got no more.
But guess what just happened? Max Crosby just got cheaper.
Yeah.
He definitely got cheaper. He definitely got cheaper. I wonder who the suitors are going to be for him. Will it be the Cowboys?
What about Tampa Bay? You remember the conversation we had about Tampa Bay, bro?
Yeah, I think Tampa got a chance.
They do.
Tampa got a strong chance.
You giving up that first round pick?
Yeah,
they don't have to.
You got people down in Las Vegas,
and I would give up a first round pick and the head coach, and make Zach Robinson. I would make Zach Robinson the interim head coach, and on the spot, tell you that's how bad I want Bowles gone. That's how bad I want him gone, man. Like, come on, bro. So he just got cheaper, but that Hendricks value goes way up now. Hendrickson, his value goes way up. So it was
Yeah,
kind of smart of him holding out, instead of jumping to whoever the highest bidder was. Now his price goes even higher.
but I don't think I'm not high on Henderson. I'm just not. I've seen some good years of him, and maybe it's the fact that he doesn't have a Batman or a Robin to his Batman on the other side of the ball. I don't know. I mean, the other side of the line. I don't know what it is, but I watched the guy play.
The Hendricks situation to me only works if, like I said, it's not to just throw my team out. Like, if we got Mike Hill and you put Henderson in as a third down pass rusher, it's like the same thing with a Joey Bosa. If he's coming in as a situational pass rusher, he's worth about 10 to 15 million. Now, if he's asking for 27, 30 like they talking about, bro, ain't nobody giving you that. Nobody's giving you that.
That's
he's a situational guy. He can come in on long seconds, third down. But if you trying to make him your every down guy and you paying him that much, man, you wasting money, man. Like it's too much.
I think my issue with Hendrickson is just like Crosby. He's coming off of an injury, and it was an injury to his pelvic area, and he's a DN, buddy. He's a DN. You got to be able to. You got to have moves. You can't bull rush the whole time. So you factor in the injury and his age. Whatever. Like you said, nobody's giving him that money, and now that Max is back in limbo because he couldn't pass a physical. Kind of makes you wonder if Henderson can pass a physical. Now it's making Phillips signing look pretty good, huh, Rich?
It is.
I know. And I tell you, man, I think Trey Hendrickson got the worst agent in the fucking league.
Yeah, we put a pin in the Philly situation, but yeah, it's key, and that's why I'm high on like Philly not really letting go of Jalen Carter, because Jalen Carter is a disruptor. Jalen Carter, matter of fact, Jalen Phillips should probably be thanking Jalen Carter for him getting that bag, because he made him look. I like Jalen Phillips as a player, but the stuff that Jalen Carter was able to do make those other players better, and that's one of the reasons why Jalen Phillips got that bag. So I don't think Philly could actually afford to actually let Carter go. But going back to the question that I asked Ant like 15 minutes ago, do you think the problem on the offensive end, Philadelphia, is an inept quarterback, or it's the play calling, or a combination of the two? Because they have talent on that offensive side of the ball. They have a lot of talent.
Man, to answer it honestly, man, I always fall back on coaching, man. You got to find a way to put your quarterback in the best situation. We've seen Hurts have great games. We've seen him play well throughout the year. And I think the consistency and then Philly has to get back to their identity. They're a run the ball team. And when you get away from that and you're trying to do other things, Hurts needs to be running the ball. He needs to be running the ball, because that does a lot. That opens up a lot when you're doing it. And they significantly got away from design runs for the quarterback, like huge. So I think it's mostly play calling, but Hurts has his limitations just like a lot of other quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
But I think they got to get back to running Hurts with that football.
I want to know why you posed the question to Ant instead of the actual Philly.
Because
what are we doing?
We know the Philly fans delusional.
No. I'm actually a realist. You know what I'm saying? Can I say something? Hey, you got you right on with the with the coaching, most of it. But I will say this: our offensive coordinator, he was a scapegoat. He was not only the problem. Okay, we had a lot of problems. Our identity is we all run first, and we had a lot of problems on the offensive line. Our center just wasn't what he used to be. I mean, the dude went down in Columbia. He went down to Columbia to get some kind of stuff put in to help him out his back or something.
That nigga went down there for hoes. He just dressed it up like that.
and our left guard, who was a beast. I mean, he was an all-pro too. He had injury problems. He was contemplating retirement. You know what I'm saying? And he did the same thing. He went down to Colombia or Mexico, somewhere down there, and got the same kind of shit to help him out with his health this year. So hopefully these guys get back to normal. Offensive line our trenches is what Saquon lived off of, because Saquon he kept being behind these sticks a lot this past year. A lot of people was keen on that, and we was, with negative plays, and like you said, Jalen Hurts limited, and he didn't run the ball. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? And then that made AJ Brown, kind of loony, want to read a book or something. You know what I'm saying? And because he want his yard. That's what he wanted. He wanted to have that Hall of Fame career. Which I don't blame him. That's his legacy. So we'll see what happened on that. But like I say, offense, they need to do better this year. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no better. We losing our tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's a free agent, and are we gonna sign him? That's a $20 million dead cap if we don't sign him. Are we gonna get him back? Hopefully we do. If we don't, we gotta do that. So that's your question. All the above. All the above, buddy.
Your new offensive coordinator is still Green. Gone.
Yeah.
This gonna be his second stint at actually being the signal caller. All right, he came from us, Pete. He came from us. So
some static, Corey.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think a lot of it,
the feedback is kind of bad.
Yeah, I just think a lot of it, man. Like watching Philly, man, the tight end was the number one option, especially in the red zone. It looked like they were designing a lot of plays specifically to go to the tight end, which can't blame them because it was working a lot. But it's like Buddy from Philly said. I mean, I think if AJ Brown catches them balls, is this a whole different conversation? But what we saw from Philly throughout the season was the inconsistencies. Like everybody had questions about Philly offensively throughout the season, getting two different type of teams. You didn't know what type of team you was gonna get from Philly. One thing I can say is the defense was pretty stable. They had opportunities to stay in game because the defense was good. And then it came down to the back end where you worry about the corner play. But when they came back in that that Rams game, nobody was talking about how Philly defense stood up, and they didn't even. And then they played better once they got Phillips over there. So I don't. When I look at Philly again, if you're a top 10 defense and your offense is mid, I mean it doesn't matter. We saw that with Houston. It doesn't matter. I mean, you have to play stable on offense. You have to be able to keep drives going, and they weren't able to do that on third down. Third down was a big problem for them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, really quick, tell me. Kyler Murray or J.J. McCarthy?
I think Kyler obviously is a better quarterback than McCarthy. We all said from the draft from Minnesota. I don't know what they were smoking that night, but that was a bad idea. Pick that kid as a starting quarterback, as a future quarterback. So I think this is a perfect opportunity for Kyler Murray to either ascend or crash, because he makes a lot of money. He's a talented quarterback, and he just need to put in the rest of the work and stop thinking he's more than what he really is. Walking on water. He ain't Jesus. He just need to put his head down, play hard. And he got a great team. We'll have a good line. He's gonna have a great wide receiver. Probably future Hall of Fame receiver out there. Great coach, great system. If he messed that up, man, that's on him. But McCarthy ain't it. They know he ain't it. I think Kyler Murray's, if he wants it, for the future is his. So yeah, all day, every day.
But my thing is, obviously the Kyler thing isn't official just yet.
Kyler Murray or J.J. McCarthy?
Will.
Kyler Murray.
Will.
Man, what are we talking about?
I'm going.
Will.
I'm going second what Frodo said.
Definitely Kyler Murray.
J.J. McCarthy or Kyler Murray?
Minnie Mouse.
Minnie Mouse.
Yeah.
You got to end.
What about Kirk Cousins?
I think Kyler Murray's problem is that he's
What about
in the
Kirk
organization. And literally, he's not. He's talented, as we all know, But you got to actually put in the work, man, to get out on that field. We talking about building a legacy. There's plenty of players that's Hall of Fame players that don't have to get out there and do all this talking. They just get out there and they actually let it show on the field. And I think that's the problem with guys like Kyler Murray. I think that's the problem with guys like A.J. Brown. Just shut the hell up, man, and go out there and play and put in the actual work. Because sometimes that stuff that you're doing, those antics, are actually detrimental to the team. I don't think that going back to Philly, I don't think Jalen Hurts is a perennial quarterback. However, he can actually get the job done. But I think A.J. Brown is a detriment to him when it comes to, and they're both dealing with mental stuff, getting to his head where he's not able to play the way he's supposed to. That's why he's throwing the damn ball to Dallas Goedert, who may not even be on the team this year. But to answer your question, that was a long answer talking about some other teams. Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray.
People say Kyler Murray, and you say Kirk Cousins. Talk to me.
Man, I don't understand what Minnesota's doing. I think Kyler Murray obviously is a good option, but my first option, based off the fact that he knows the system and has had a tremendous amount of success there, fits that offense better than Kyler Murray. It's without a question Kirk Cousins has to be the quarterback that they, to me, should go after. If they believe in that building that J.J. McCarthy is more of a long-term action down the road type player, I don't understand why you don't bridge Kirk Cousins in Minnesota, because he already has established chemistry with Addison and Justin Jefferson. But if they're going with Kyler Murray, I mean, fuck it, it's your life.
So let me add something to think about, Ant. So rumor mill is Kirk Cousins wants $10 million or more a year, and you got Kyler at $1.3 million.
If it's just a money thing, I mean, I guess you go with him. But I mean, $10 million for a quarterback that you know can start. I mean, I guarantee you he gonna earn that $10 million.
But can he start really though? Because I mean, I know everybody's like, "Oh, he did what he did." But I looked at him with us, and people like, "Well, Kirk looks great." No, he didn't. That nigga threw 5 touchdowns and 6 interceptions in 4 games.
All he got to do is play top holes. All he got to do is play top holes defense, and he's gonna be fine.
Yeah. So no, I can't. I don't see it. I think
Look,
Kirk lost.
Kyler Murray ain't threw no fucking touchdowns.
Huh?
Kyler Murray ain't throw no touchdowns for nobody.
He
got benched for Jacoby Brissett.
He didn't because that offense, that coaching staff, that everything over there in Arizona, we all know is ass chips.
Yeah, but they beat the shit out of us. That first goddamn game. Motherfuckers mollywopped the shit out of our asses. Fuck, where was that energy when I needed it?
Man, if any quarterback can finesse the league and get paid, it's damn sure it's Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, he got the Hall of Fame agent for sure. He got the Hall of Fame agent.
He looked good against the Rams.
Man,
we gonna let you close us out, man. One of our guests, we went around and asked everybody, what does their team need? Can you hear me?
He said we went around the room early before you got on, and we asked each team what do they need. So we're gonna close the show out with you as a guest. So you tell us.
What the Eagles needs?
Yeah, what's your needs? No matter where it's at.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna need an edge rusher for one. We're gonna need a tight end. We're gonna need a safety, and we're probably gonna need a wide receiver. So, and we're gonna need some depth. Yeah, and we're gonna need some depth on the offensive line because we just lost Matt Pryor too. I just read. So
yeah, I think y'all can pick up Njoku from Cleveland. Y'all, Juwan Jennings is out there. Has a good pickup.
Oh, for real? I hate that guy. I meant to tell you that. I still have flashbacks of that motherfucker throwing that damn ball, bro. That ball, I still sit in the out like this, like, no, in that playoff game. God, boy.
but that's 2 pickups that don't cost you a lot of money. That's pretty decent players. So
yeah, we ain't paying nobody like that.
But y'all need to get rid of AJ Brown ass. I'm tell you that right now.
Yeah, I don't think they are, man. We'll see.
AJ just needs to take care of his mental health, man. He'll be
AJ
right.
need to go sit down somewhere and be humble. Read a book.
That too. Oh, he's gonna read a book for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully on our sideline.
For sure.
All right, I got you, Corey. All right, man. Hey, it's been a good show. We talked about free agency as always. You know what I'm saying? We want to say thanks to our guests. Mr. Pete for coming through, talking that Philly talk, and some love from TJ talking about them stinking Cowboys and the comments. We appreciate all the love. Hey, subscribe, hit the like button. Tell a friend. See y'all again next week. Peace.
Appreciate you, fellas.